welcome to MeowMix Tutorial for size modification, partial size modification. What you see here is what we have included in the description. These are downloads. This one is called RSBE01 Tutorial for Size Modifier. The first code within this text file is a file patch code version 3.5. While not the most recent one, I believe 3.51 is out right now, and it's going to just keep getting newer and newer probably as time goes on, but this one is very good. Phantom Wings has written this code. Credit is due, so credit is given. Right here, that'll let you replace textures, music, etc. by usage of the SD card. But that's not what we're explaining today. Today we're explaining partial size modification. For simplicity reasons, I've just renamed these first two pieces of the code must be on codes. They're titled different names, but just to make it simple, we're just going to have it be named must be on. Size modifier code is based in three different chunks. The first part is this first must be on code, the second part is the second must be on code, and the third part is the juicy part where we actually get to do some editing. First two just stay the same. Let's make this a little bit bigger. So, I've designed this for usage with Young Link. Young Link is a download over on MeowMix right now. I've separated it out here so that it's easier to understand. We have the first three lines, the middle part, and then the last line. These first three lines you can understand as a beginner of this size modification code. And this last line is a finisher, is an easy way to understand it. This number right here, which is now X's. These two X's represent a certain character. If we scroll down, you'll notice that I've included the character ID list. 02 is Link. Therefore, in order to modify Link, you'd replace this XX with 02, like so. That's all that needs to be edited up here in this first part. The next part includes all the stuff that we've modified inside of Link in order to transform him into a more young Link-like character. The best way to understand this is the way it's separated out. The first four numbers you won't be modifying. Notice how they're the same all the way down. The last four numbers you won't be modifying either. Notice how they're all the same all the way down as well. This makes the task a little less daunting. Numbers 4 through 8 here represent which piece of the character you're modifying. Let's take the first one for example, 021C. If we come over here to this other file that you've downloaded from the description, this is called the offset list. You'll notice all these characters down here at the bottom. Let's find Link. Link is 02. Remember how we put 02 right here? Good. What's 021C? It's his cap. Now notice how there's many different caps. Normally, it's just fine to edit one of these. If something doesn't work very well inside of your code, or it looks glitchy on the screen, you may consider using a different one. 021C is his cap. Now let's see what we've done to him. The next four numbers represent what size we've made it. If you scroll down here to the bottom, we've kind of created a miniature cheat sheet for you. 3E00 makes it 0.125 times the size of what it normally was. If you're looking for what it normally is, 3F80 is what you're looking for. You're going to have to do some guesswork to find everything in between, but generally this will fit exactly kind of what you're looking for. Let's see what we put in for Young Link's hat here. 3F25. Well, if this is 3F80 and this is 3F00, you can suspect that 3F25 lies more towards this half than this half. It's fairly straightforward. The next line of code is 0054. Inside of young Link, 0054 is his waist pouch. Let's see what we've done to him. 0000. Well, as you might expect, that's not one of our presets. However, putting in 0000 for something will make it so small that it doesn't exist. We've removed Link's pouches that are on his waist because young Link does not have those pouches. 00060 is probably another pouch, as you can see by the size. 006C, yet another one. 0078, let's confirm. 0078, waist pouch. Notice how there's more than one waist pouch for each one. We probably could have gotten away with sending waist pouch 1 and waist pouch 2 to zeros and then leaving these two alone. However, we got rid of all of them just in case. Now, this is the finisher for the code. That's about really all you have to know about size modification. It's quite simple. However, not knowing what all this gobbledygook means can be quite daunting. Below this, I've included the unrestricted camera code, as well as the character IDs, and this little cheat sheet for you down at the bottom. We're finished. Let's save our file. Now that we've saved it, open up the Ocarina cheat code manager over here. This is also included in the download section. Open text file. We've been modifying a text file, so I'm sure this will come in handy. I've named mine the tutorial for size modifier. Let's open it. Once opened, you'll notice a couple of things. The game ID is there, the game name is there, as well as all of the codes that we've managed to put in so far. The character IDs, because it has an asterisk here, is not activatable as a code itself. You'll also notice that down here in the bottom corner, you'll have all of your IDs ready to go. Ready to go, just in case you forget. File patch code, partial size modification, this has to be on obviously. Partial size mod, this has to be on also. Our young Link, well in this case, young Link's partial size modification, let's turn that on as well. And just so we can get some good screenshots of our new and improved character, let's activate the unrestricted camera code as well. File, export to GCT. Now, because I have my SD card plugged in, it automatically recognized which drive letter it was and where I wanted to store it to. In the case that you don't have it plugged in right now and you plug it in later, you can click Store to File. This will give you the option of choosing where you want to place your file. In this case, let's put it inside of the SD card that I have. You'll head straight into Codes folder. If it's not created yet, be sure to create this. Notice I have other games for codes in here as well. Recognize Smash Brothers anywhere? Good, you found it. Now let's save it. Great, we've just saved over the last thing that we had in there. Good job. You're now ready to play with your size modified character. Thanks for joining us here on MeowMix Tutorials.